The U.S. military is an enormous powerhouse. We need to reduce defense spending as the extreme size of the military is unnecessary and too expensive to maintain.
World military spending. This means the expenditure by a country's government on the military forces, that is, maintenance and operations, military research and development, military aid, salaries and pensions, and many more. We all know that the United States of America is one of the most advanced and developed countries in this world, noticeably in the field of military. Statistics of the top 8 countries are: United States of America, $682 billion. The military spending of USA is 6 times more than China, 11 times more than Russia, 48 times more than Israel, and 100 times more than Iran.
In fiscal year 2015, the federal government will spend roughly $550 billion on the military, and that doesn't even include war funding. $496 billion is for the Department of Defense base budget, while around $25 billion is for nuclear weapons and other related programs. And all of that funding is just for regular peacetime operations.
Isolation. America can have a huge impact in the world without even deploying our military. And we do. What Ron Paul says is that defense ought to be defense, not offense. And with America going broke, we can't afford to spend more on our military now than we did when Russia threatened to annihilate us. But we do.
Some experts say managing our spiraling debt means allocating less money for defense. Opponents say cuts in defense spending will cut our military might as well.
Some people argue the United States should not reduce military spending as it better prepares the U.S. for future conflicts. Reducing our defense industry will leave America at risk and damage our readiness to respond to threats. Defense spending creates jobs, and budget cuts would therefore affect the unemployment rate. America's large military is deemed necessary to maintain stability and peace among the nation and its neighbors.
There are 3 main areas I would look to for savings. One is indeed the size of the military, and specifically ground forces, which grew about 15% after 9/11, and I think can be returned to their pre-9/11 level once the Afghanistan conflict really winds down. Now, that entails some risk. It makes it harder to do 2 operations at once, as we've just learned, which is the whole reason we added 15%. But the good news is we saw we could add 15%, and Rumsfeld opposed it for half a decade when he was Secretary of Defense. But it turned out that we could do this fairly well and still have an excellent military.
By reducing military spending, we can redistribute that money to help reduce poverty. The money can enter the economy to stimulate business growth, promote education, pay off U.S. debt, and promote technological innovation and ecologically sound energy methods. Efforts need to be made to find a balance between military protection and spending, and allocating money to other departments of the government.
Building nuclear weapons cost US $17 billion. Every kid on Earth could be educated for $12 billion. Spending money on something that causes pain and destruction over world peace is not the right way. Prioritize the taxes. Make this world a better place to live in.